Day 32, or February the 1st. Offerings from faithful followers. Our thoughts today are rooted in Leviticus chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. The Lord called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting. He said, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, when anyone among you brings an offering to the Lord, bring as your offering an animal from either the herd or the flock." Now the big picture surrounding these verses. The storyline of God's people has paused while they erect the tabernacle for the very first time. Now in the book of Leviticus it's back to the lecture hall for a whole series of teaching about the offerings and feasts of Judaism. This book takes place at the foot of Mount Sinai and prepares the people to be God's holy people. Of course, there have been no sacrificial offerings since the Romans destroyed the temple almost 2,000 years ago in 70 AD. The sacrificial emphasis of Judaism has been fulfilled in the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus Christ. He is a sacrifice once and for all, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 10. So there is no need for any more. That's probably why God allowed the Romans to raze the temple to the ground. It was no longer needed. Now today's action step. There are 3 sacrifices detailed in the first 3 chapters of Leviticus. Each one of them is intended for the use of anyone who is in fellowship with God but who has failed in some way. All of us know this experience, and we can all empathize with the sinner. Our relationship with God through Jesus is not a once-for-all cure for daily sinning. It's a once-for-all forgiveness, which we constantly need to hear as we are refreshed by the Holy Spirit. Of course, we do not offer an actual sacrifice nowadays, but a prayer for forgiveness instead, because Jesus Christ has covered the cost of being the ultimate sacrifice. However, every time we fail, it's as if we are saying that the sacrifice of Christ is inadequate. None of us would say that. So we need to live our lives to show that we don't believe it either.